Hey guys, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So on the table you see a brand new holster. Now before I get to the holster, just want to do a quick shout out to my boy Twisted Metals of Texas. Finding that a lot of friendly people down in Texas, so I appreciate that. So he sent me a sticker. Really like it. It's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll actually branch off and do something like this too. But thanks, Twisted Man. Appreciate it. And again, if you haven't checked the channel out, guys, check it out. I'll put a link below. Now, getting back to what this video is today, it's kind of interesting how things tend to work themselves out, especially when you don't expect it. But in front of you, you're seeing a brand new holster that I actually just got yesterday, and I got it after I had done the initial review on my hidden hybrid holster. So what I was thinking was funny was the fact that so many people were commenting on that hidden hybrid about how they like or prefer all KYDEX bodies as opposed to hybrids, which is fine. Everybody's different. I like both. I can't really say one is better than the other. I do like wearing both because they're both very comfortable and they work for me. Now, in regards to this one, what you'll notice is that this is from Mid-Atlantic Holsters. Now, if you're not familiar with them, you should probably check out Big Johnson's channel because he did a review on their holster, which then in turn made me go out and buy a holster of theirs for my P-09. Now, one of the reasons why I decided to do that was because their holsters, price-wise, are excellently priced. If you go to the eBay retail store, his eBay site is $29.99, but if you go to his website, they're actually $27.99. So I actually went to the website and bought one from him there for the P-09. Now, when I bought it, I got it in the mail very quickly. It's in the FDE. As a matter of fact, I'll show it to you again. And it fit really nice. I mean, it's really nice. It's a good fitting holster to it. I had no issues with it. I mean, there might be some rough edges on the inside, but nothing that your fingernail or some real fine coarse sandpaper can't get rid of. And it's not that big a deal, but it covers the entire body, has a full sweat shield. So I really like the holster. So what I went ahead and did was I contacted the owner and I asked him if he had any plans of maybe doing a P-10 holster because I was having some issues trying to find one. So he did respond, and I might say rather quickly, which I really appreciated, but he did respond quickly, and he said that he is looking at getting a mold, and if I'd like, he would send me one, and I can do a review on it. So I said, hell yeah, go ahead, man, send me one. I'd be more than happy to. He asked me what color. So I said, I asked him if he had OD green. He said no, and then he said he did have something called Army green. So I said, send it out. So that's what you're seeing right here. So he made the mold, and within literally 2 days, I got this holster to me. Again, great quality, no issues with it. It fits really well with the handgun. And, I'm going to show you kind of a couple pieces of it so you can kind of get an understanding of why I think these are actually pretty good, especially for the price point. Now, I've had other holsters that I've gotten off of eBay that have not been this good. And what I mean by that is that a lot of times, it doesn't have the great fit. It doesn't necessarily have the polished lines on it. But this one in particular, I have to say, kind of defies all that, especially for $27.99. So again, you have your double points of retention, which I actually prefer. I actually like having the 2 points as opposed to the single point. I just think it adds a little bit more retention to it without having that imbalance of having just one little piece in the middle here. Now you can see all of these have been buffed and they're pretty shiny. I will be totally honest with you guys. There's a couple of rough areas right in here, but I don't think that's actually from him missing it. I think it's actually from the slide on the P10, just kind of grinding it a little bit, which, you know what, who cares? It's not going to do anything to the finish. If you guys are familiar with CZs, the finish on these guns is just ridiculously awesome. Now, of course, you look on the inside, there's a big enough lip here so you never have to worry about your gun hitting the side of these screws, which on a past holster, if I have it, I don't have it in front of me, but on a past holster, I actually had issues with that, and those people will remain anonymous. But I didn't like the holster, and I wound up trashing it because I wasn't going to have my finish ripped off by screws. In this case, you don't have to worry about that because there is a big enough lip in there. Again, everything is finished very well. The KYDEX is very rigid, so I like that. And you can get a good look at the color here. It's kind of like I would call it almost like a bazooka green. If you're familiar with Cerakoted bazooka green, that's kind of what this reminds me of, and it's pretty cool. It gives you a nice little difference between the FDE and of course, the green. Now, in regards to how it fits inside the holster, guys, there's your friction point right there. So once you hit that point, it locks in place, and it's a very firm hold. Again, I had to adjust the retention when it came, but that's fine. I mean, that's what I think everybody should be doing. And as you can see, it kind of wraps around, and this is something I think I like a little bit here, is that it kind of comes and it gets cut and then wraps back up. And it does protect the slide completely. And you can see the molding of the gun is dead on. So he did a great job with the molding process. Again, it is the combat cut, so you get a full purchase on it. Again, you have a little bit of the exposure of the underside of your trigger guard, which I like. And I do like the fact that the mag release is not covered. For me, I just prefer it to not be covered, but that's just me. Now, one of the things when I spoke to the owner of the company, he said that if you guys are interested in buying these holsters from him, definitely go to his website. You'll get a little bit of a discount there, a couple of bucks. And he said if you have any special requests, that when you're ordering, definitely put them in the comment section so that he can address those. And he says whatever it is that you want, if you want a combat cut, if you want a smaller sweat shield, you want the trigger guard covered, or excuse me, the mag release covered, he'll do all of that free of charge. So that's a great, in my opinion, just a great benefit. And of course, the color, there is no upcharge for the KYDEX. And that's something that I've been seeing a lot with a lot of companies lately. If you get a different color, they're upcharging you $5, $3. You know, I guess they have to make money, but I still think that's kind of lame. KYDEX is KYDEX. I know some people don't get caught up in the colors, but I know there are a lot of people who do. But I like the fact that there's no upcharge for colors, no upcharge for any options that you put in here. It's just $27.99. So if you guys get a chance, check out Mid-Atlantic Holsters. I'll put a link below. And also check out Twisted Metal of Texas. And also my boy Big Johnson. So I'll be putting links down below to all those. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe on this 4th of July. And don't forget, on the 4th, you better be uploading those shooting videos. So we'll see how everybody does. Other than that, guys, stay safe out there. And as always, freedom is never free.